everyone. As we know that we have completed a chapter, why do we fall in? So from today onwards we are starting a new chapter, natural resources. So let's start the chapter. So first of all I would like to tell you about resource. What is resource? A source of supply or support, generally held in reserve, that is resource. And a resource, it satisfies human wants: air, water, land, soil, and forest, wildlife, mineral resources, minerals, and they all are necessary to man. And all the basic needs of man like food, shelter, clothing, they are fulfilled by natural resources on earth. So what is natural resource? A natural resource, it is the natural environment of the earth. That is the entire surface layer of the earth. And natural resources, they are important because as they contribute to fulfill or in the production of necessities and comforts for mankind. So children, as we know that our earth, it is the only planet in which life exists. And life exists on earth because it is supported by so many factors. And you know, most of the life forms, they need ambient temperature, food and water to be alive. And natural resources and energy from the sun, they are required to fulfill all the basic needs of all the life forms. And what are natural resources? Natural resources, air, water and land. They all are natural resources. And you know, the outer solid crust of the earth, it is called lithosphere. So what is lithosphere? It is the solid outer crust of the earth, and it is also known as land. And second thing, hydrosphere. What is hydrosphere? It is the water component of the earth. Means earth में जो water present है. And we know that 75% part of the earth, it is covered by water. And this water is present in ocean, lakes, rivers, ponds, and underground water. This is also the component of hydrosphere. Okay? And atmosphere, it is the blanket of air which covers the whole earth. So what is atmosphere? The blanket of air which covers the whole earth. That is atmosphere. And biosphere, what is biosphere? Biosphere, it is the life supporting zone of the earth where atmosphere, lithosphere and hydrosphere, they interact and make the life possible. That is biosphere. And biosphere, it is made up of, it has two types of components: biotic components and abiotic components. So living things, they constitute biotic component. Like living things include plants, animals, all the living forms, they form biotic components. And abiotic components are non-living things like air, water and soil. They are non-living or abiotic components of biosphere.
So children, now let's study about these abiotic components to understand their role in sustaining life on earth. So first component is air. Air, it is the mixture of different gases. And what are these gases? Nitrogen 78.09% and oxygen 20.93% and argon 0.93% and carbon dioxide 0.03% and 0.02% moisture, dust particles, etc. So this is the composition of air because it is a mixture of different gases. और जिसमें मेजर पार्ट है नाइट्रोजन 78.09%. And you know, this composition of air, it is a result of life on the earth because other planets like Venus and Mars, there is no life, and the temperature, it is also very high due to the presence of carbon dioxide. And you know, carbon dioxide, it constitutes approximately 95 to 97% part of the atmosphere on Venus and Mars. And you know, that's why Venus is the hottest planet, because its temperature is very high due to the presence of carbon dioxide. And we have already discussed in the chapter cell that either eukaryotic cell or prokaryotic cell, they need energy, and from where this energy is they are getting? From the breakdown of glucose, which occurs in the presence of oxygen, and they release in turn carbon dioxide. And plants, they give us oxygen, and animals, they consume that oxygen, and due to respiration they release carbon dioxide. So this balance of different gases is maintained in the atmosphere. And when any fuel burns, it releases carbon dioxide. जब भी कभी कोई फ्यूल बर्न होता है, कोई भी लकड़ी है या कोई भी फ्यूल जब जलता है तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड रिलीज होती है. So combustion also releases carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. But still the percent of carbon dioxide is very less. It is present in the atmosphere in 0.03%. Why? Because green plants, they take carbon dioxide and convert it into glucose in the presence of sunlight, and this process is called photosynthesis. And secondly, many marine animals, they use carbonates dissolved in the sea water to make their shells. Means जो carbonates हैं, और carbonates जो sea में present हैं, and जो plants है, green plants है, वो carbon dioxide को लेते हैं and they convert it into glucose. And this glucose is the source of food. Not major, it is the only source of food for all the animals in the world. That is why plants are called प्रोड्यूसर्स, क्योंकि यही प्लांट्स ही जो हैं ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को लेते हैं और उसको कन्वर्ट करते हैं ग्लूकोज में, और यही जो फूड है जो प्लांट्स फॉर्म कर रहे हैं, यही एक तरह से कहना चाहिए पूरी लाइफ फॉर्म्स के लिए, जितने भी एनिमल्स हैं उनके लिए मेन सोर्स है फूड का. Now next topic is the role of the atmosphere in climate control. So air is a bad conductor of heat, and atmosphere envelope of air that surrounds the earth. So it acts as a protective blanket for the living organisms. And being a poor conductor of heat, being a bad conductor of heat, it keeps the average temperature of the earth fairly steady during the day and even during the course of the whole year. देखिए जो एयर है ये बैड कंडक्टर है, और इस वजह से जो अर्थ का जो टेम्परेचर है इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है. अगर हम दिन और रात के टेम्परेचर में भी देखें तो देयर इज़ नॉट मच डिफरेंस. और इवन वी कंपेयर विद द टेम्परेचर होल ईयर, अगर पूरे साल में अगर हम टेम्परेचर को कंपेयर करें तो भी बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है. एंड it prevents the sudden increase in the temperature during the day and night hours, and during the night it slows down and the escape of heat into outer space. दिन में हाँ टेम्परेचर थोड़ा ज़्यादा होता है नाइट के कंपैरिजन में, और रात के समय जो हीट है वो स्पेस में वापस से लौट जाती है, रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाती है. एंड द टेम्परेचर ऑफ मून, देयर इज़ अ ह्यूज डिफरेंस, बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंस है. Because in moon there is no atmosphere, and the temperature it ranges from -190 degree to 110 degree Celsius. Means दिन के समय जो मून का टेम्परेचर है दैट इज़ 110 डिग्री सेल्सियस, जो वाटर का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट है उससे भी 10 डिग्री सेल्सियस ज़्यादा, और रात में -190 डिग्री सेल्सियस. तो इतने ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस में लाइफ कैन नॉट एग्जिस्ट ऑन moon. And the distance of moon from sun, it is approximately equal to the earth, but still there is this much variation in temperature. Means दिन और रात के टेम्परेचर में इतना ज़्यादा डिफरेंस है. And this is because of atmosphere, because in moon there is no atmosphere, क्योंकि मून में एटमॉस्फेयर नहीं है, और इसीलिए दिन और रात के टेम्परेचर में इतना ज़्यादा डिफरेंस है. एंड दैट इज़ वाई देयर इज़ नो लाइफ ऑन मून, और इसीलिए मून में लाइफ नहीं है. बट इन अर्थ देयर इज़ नॉट सच डिफरेंस इन द टेम्परेचर. इफ़ वी कंपेयर इट विद डे एंड नाइट, इतना ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है. और इफ़ वी कंपेयर इट विद द डिफरेंट सीजन्स लाइक विंटर्स एंड समर्स, अगर हम विंटर्स और समर्स के टेम्परेचर में भी अगर हम कंपेयर करें तब भी इतना ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है, ड्यू टू द प्रेजेंस ऑफ atmosphere. So this is how atmosphere controls the temperature, or this is the role of atmosphere in climate control.